Okay, so I'm Sandi Gingrich.
And I'm Scott Gingrich. And we've been volunteering at BridgeLine for...
I don't know, it's probably been a year now, maybe?
Yep.
A year? Wow. Time flies when you're having fun.
Yep. It started off as a one-time activity where Sandi was trying to find an engagement for our extended family to do. And I think after that first visit, we just fell in love with the residents at BridgeLine and wanted to find excuses to come back. So we bring our family members, and we find that we've got some nieces and nephews and their teens that kind of get excited about going with us, and we get to rotate our family to meet the residents at BridgeLine. So it's a lot of fun. BridgeLine makes it so easy for us. They're so welcoming, both the employees and the residents. The residents get excited when we come. When we pull up, they come out the door and help unload, and they're excited to see what we're going to cook for the night. And the employees of BridgeLine make it easy because they help facilitate and they help clean up. So it's almost cheating, right?
Right. I do feel a little guilty because I think we might get more out of it than anybody else gets out of it. I say that every time. I feel a little bad that we actually are a little selfish because we really love doing it.
Yep.
Well, one thing that I will say, I just feel this unconditional love from the residents of the BridgeLine, and I just can't wait to see them each time we volunteer. I look forward to their smiles and their enthusiasm for just the littlest things, and it doesn't take much to just be part of their world and to help them feel loved and special, and they do that to us too. So what we give them, they actually give back, I think, more than we even offer.
I think the first time we went, I was a little intimidated, not knowing what to expect. But the residents have such open hearts and soft souls. And so I think they love you for who you are.
Yes.
And where you are. And it makes it easy to talk to them and get to know them and develop relationships with them.
And I'll agree with that. I think the first time we went, you were a little nervous. You just weren't sure what to expect. You didn't know behaviors of people with brain injury. Neither one of us had ever been exposed to people with brain injuries. And to be truthful, I think the first time we went, it was a little bit of a box checking activity. It was like, oh, we're going to volunteer. We're going to go volunteer, whip this out, check the box, and we've done our good deed for the week. And boy, I'll tell you, we were shocked at the emotions that we felt. We just came home and we just kind of sat there and sort of basked, and we both we all looked at each other and we said, that was amazing. And we just were shocked at how much fun we had, first of all. And we were shocked at just the feelings of love that we felt for the residents of BridgeLine.
Yeah, knowing something easy that we can do makes such a big difference for the residents. It just gives them exposure and access to something new and different.
Oh my goodness. It's funny because each of the residents, we could probably tell a story because we have so much fun and they just make us laugh and they just crack us up, and they're so warm and so sweet. And we love it when they share stories from their past. They share stories from their families. They say funny things and we just laugh and laugh and laugh. I think for me, one of the funniest things is Susan. Susan loves to cook. Susan loves to cook, and Susan always knows best how to do it. And so I love it. And I know that no matter how I have planned to do something, Susan is going to probably tell me how to do it a little bit differently and better. And if I can convince her that we're doing it my way, she'll finally agree to it, but that's fine. She's going to do it my way. And so I always get the biggest laugh out of that with Susan.
And she's so sweet because she's just so excited to do it and participate.
Yes.
That you just see her giddy about it.
I love it. It's so endearing. There's nothing, that's the word. It's so endearing. But we do talk about it in advance because we'll even say, okay, well, Susan probably is going to want to whatever it is. And then we'll say, okay, let's think about that. So we make sure we set her up for success because we want her to be successful. We want all of them to be successful. But she definitely jumps right in.
And there's a little competitiveness about who the grill master is between Susan and Bob. So it's fun to see them banter.
The eye rolling that takes place, it just makes us laugh and laugh and laugh. I would just say you're missing out if you don't take advantage of the opportunity to be part of this organization. We have been so enriched by knowing these people. We consider them family. Matter of fact, when I have emails from the BridgeLine, I file them in my email entitled family, because that's just where they fit. They just fit as part of our family. And when family comes to town, so my parents will come to town to visit, my sister will come to town to visit with her family, and everyone always asks if we're able to go see the BridgeLine while they're there, because they really want to just have that opportunity to be with them.
If you have a chance to volunteer at BridgeLine, take the chance, make the opportunity. You can't go wrong. You can't screw it up. They have big hearts, and they just want to have an opportunity to talk to you and get to know you, and it will be an uplifting experience for you and them.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, we have missed them so much during this time. We think about them, we talk about them, we laugh about them, we try to hang on to fun memories. And I would say that anyone who has time or resources to contribute will not be disappointed and will make a big impact on their lives. And it's a wonderful opportunity.
And volunteering at BridgeLine doesn't require elaborate planning. I think the biggest thing you can do at BridgeLine is to show up,
Yep.
just to be there. And that will go a long ways.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And thinking about the purpose of the chef night is that we're doing a little bit of a cooking demonstration for them, but we're creating activities in which they can start to use their motor skills and create an engagement. So what Sandi does is tries to think about small things that they can do. So if we bring mashed potatoes, we may cook the potatoes, but let them mash it. Mm-hmm. Or if we're going to grill, letting Susan and Bob compete over who gets to get in front of the grill.
The best.
But we've done all kinds of things.
We've done Chinese dumplings, yeah. I would say that that's probably my favorite thing that we did. And first of all, it was so fun. I think everyone participated. A lot of times everyone doesn't participate. Sometimes some of them just do come and watch or just kind of hang out and visit while the others participate. But I remember the dumplings, everybody participated. And it was so funny just to watch them try to manipulate these Chinese dumplings and put the right filling on them and crunch the edges. And we just laughed and laughed and laughed. And then after some of them left the kitchen, we went back and fixed a bunch of them because they would have never upheld cooking. And so it's just, I would say the dumplings were super fun together. Yeah.
Each resident is special in their own way. And so I think, we were talking earlier that Sandi said that we could talk for a half hour on each resident and just how fun they are and just their special attributes that they each have. I think about Joan and just her memory and her perspective and how she is the mother hen of the group sometimes. And I think about Bob and his stories about the Air Force. And, we just love each resident for who they are and what they bring to the group.
Yeah, one thing that I've definitely seen is as we volunteer, we usually bring different people with us. So sometimes we'll bring my mother or my father or my sister or my niece. And what's comical is I have other nieces and nephews that are not quite old enough to come with us. And they're just counting down the days that they'll be old enough. They're so excited. They ask every time, how old again do I have to be? And they really want to go. And it's been fun to watch the different residents connect with the different volunteers. I remember that one night when my father came and my father and Bob spent the evening talking about military service and just both of their passions about some things in the military and experiences that they had. And that was really fun to just watch Bob come out of his shell in a way that he couldn't with us because we love Bob and have a great time. That connection was a little bit different for him. And matter of fact, he asks every single time when my dad's coming again. And I can just say that each of the residents really value a relationship. They value the opportunity to know you and for you to ask about them and have an opportunity to be part of their lives. Even if it's just a small little bit, I'm just amazed that only volunteering once a month, how connected we feel with them, how much we love them, and how much we consider them to be part of our extended family.